Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Hari Om Tat Sat. Srimad Bhagavad Gita, third chapter, Karma Yoga, ABCD of about the action. Sloka number 33. Shri Bhagavanuvacha Sadrusham Cheshtate Swasyaha Prakritergnanavanapi Prakrutim Yanti Bhutani Nigraha Kim Karishyati. Bhagavan Shri Krishna giving the importance of the explaining the importance of the Karma Yoga to the Arjuna. After explaining so many different aspects of it, in the 30th shloka we saw in the last class 5 important principles of the Karma Yoga. Bhagavan as a conclusion summarized. The 5 principles are: one is first you must have the discrimination power, Viveka Buddhi. What Shastra is telling, what Guru is telling, what Lord is explaining in the Shastra or in this Bhagavad Gita, there is a that means Viveka Buddhi, Atyanta Shraddha. So this Shraddha, which is not a blind belief, but it is a bhakti, a total acceptance what the scripture says. So Viveka Buddhi first. And with that Viveka Buddhi, then you do the actions. While performing the actions, be careful that don't perform the adharmic actions and don't get caught up in the adharma and papam. Then for that, the clue is do with the Ishwararpana Buddhi. Sanyasya Sarvani Karmani Mai. Then thirdly, whatever the result you cannot expect and you don't know what kind of result will come. Sometimes favorable, sometimes unfavorable, sometimes you may be successful, sometimes you may not be successful. Some may give the sorrow, some may give the pleasure. So whatever it may be, accept them with the prasada buddhi. Without expectations, you do your actions in this world. And while doing that also, don't have anything which in this world belongs to you. That means don't have the mamakara bhavana. Mama, this is mine. I have achieved, I have done. Don't claim all this. You just do it. So, and the final fifth one is do without any excitement. While before doing, while doing, after done, completed also. Never have any kind of excitement. I have given the meaning for this excitement, not having the sense of either guilt or the arrogance in your heart. If these two things are precipitated, means then you are not doing the karma yoga properly. So like this, after telling the 5 important principles of the karma yoga, then Bhagavan said, he warned also whoever not following this teaching, they are wasting this human birth, this precious valuable life. And those who understand and accept this, so they will be get freed from the clutches or the effects of this karma, and they will be liberated and themselves freed themselves by their own uh, karma. How karma, without making the bondage, helps the person to liberate. So that is what we have discussed. The secret is this. Then after that, in 33rd sloka also, we have just started and I had given the rough meaning word by word, that here there is a question like Bhagavan asking, here see there are Swarupam and the Swabhavam. Swabhavam is belongs to the body and this mind intellect complex. But Swarupa, Atma consciousness is always untouched. Just it is blessing these instruments to function in its presence. So here it looks like that everything is going according to the happening according to the Prakriti, the law of the nature. Even the wise people, they also looks propelled by, pushed by, prompted by this Prakriti, and not only Jnani itself is his body, his actions all are propelled by the Prakriti, nature. Then what to say, talk about the ignorant person? Therefore, what this restriction and putting some restriction like that nigraha, controlling, what it will do, how it function, how it will work, because everything is happening according to your purvajanma karma phalam, and that karma phalam is coming in the name of prarabdha, and that prarabdha is not in your hands. That is controlled by the prakriti and Ishvara, the law of karma. Then ultimately you looks like you are helpless. You are helpless. So I just mentioned, I think uh, but this we should not take it as a negative sense and uh, uh, justify that. Okay, then what is the need of putting efforts and uh, all that? But we need to put the efforts, even though we are choiceless existence, but still we have some choice. That is Bhagavan going to talk in the 34th sloka. Before going to that, here uh, people generally say that there is one Subhashidam, my lines on the head written by Brahmaji. So I cannot change. I cannot do anything. Harinapi Harenapi Lalata Likita Rekha Parimartum na Shakyate. The prarabdha karma which is coming to this person, okay, that is here said as uh, the rekha lalata likita. That means nobody has not written. It is only our karma phalam only, and that no one can change, even the Shiva or the Vishnu. Harinapi Harenapi. Parimartum, to change. No one can do anything. So this kind of pessimistic thinking, people many times will get lost in that. One of The examples is our Arjuna, our Duryodhana. Sorry, not Arjuna, Duryodhana. What he says, Janami dharmam nachame nivrittihi, Janami adharmam, Janami dharmam nachame pravrittihi, Janami adharmam nachame nivrittihi. केनापि देवेन हृदि स्थितेन यथा नियुक्तोऽसि तथा करोमि. What he says, I know what is dharma, but I don't follow it. I know what is adharma, but I never shrink from not doing. Why? Because in my heart there is some Shakti is sitting, and how that guides me, and then I will behave according to that. So he is putting just the blame on the something higher, some ghost or some Shakti, some Devata. Kenapi devena hrudistitena. But this we should not take it as take it for granted. Now see some examples, not only in the human beings, animals, particularly even devatas also. Every jiva has got their own vasanas and the likes and dislikes. Okay, prakriti, that is their nature. For example, devatas swabhavam also. Why Vishnu is always wearing the yellow clothes, even after he took the birth as a Krishna also. You cannot just ask why. He likes it, that's it. Why he plays the flute, not any other instrument. It is like that. His prakriti, his swabhavam is that. Why he put the peacock feather. So like this, why Saraswati wear the white sari all the time? She likes white dress. And why she plays only the veena, not any other instrument. Even their vahanas. So these are all their swabhava, prakriti indicates. So their vehicles, if you see these gods, Bhagavan Vishnu is having the Garuda, and each one like that. Saraswati is sitting on the swan. Then our Murugan sits on the peacock, and Vinayakar uses the rat. So like this, why that is like that? That is their swabhav. So their dress, their vehicles, and their uh, instruments and hobbies, everything is like that. Human beings also, everybody behaves according to their inner swabhava. Now, if that is the case, there will be a problem. Then what is the need of teaching this shastras, discipline, and yamaniyamas, and telling you must have the shraddha and all that? If everything is happening according to the prakriti, then I need not put any efforts to change my lifestyle. People will become angry, show the anger, burst, and tell to others near and dearer. You know my nature, no? I am an angry person. You know I am an irritant person. I am a tense person. That is my nature. You know my nature. Then why you can't understand? And why you are troubling me? Why you are asking me? So like this, they justify their swabhava. But if that is the case, the Shastra, teaching, and Vedas, the prescriptions and disciplines, Anushtanam, all mere waste. So Bhagavan here immediately telling that don't think that Prakriti is functioning according to the Prakriti people behave. But now these present actions, see whatever results comes because of your prarabdha to you, that is different. Which situation is going to come in which situation you have to be with what kind of people, that is all not in your hands. Yes, but now whether to react to these situations or not to react, because many things whichever comes, we have to do some action for it, we have to respond to it. That response should be only a pro-action, never be the reaction. So, are you pro-acting or acting or reacting? We have to check. This choice is there with us. This choice is called Purusha Prayatnam, human effort, or we'll call it as a free will. Free will is there, whether to react or not, whether to indulge in the uh, this nature, prakriti, or can you stand apart and be as a witnesser and sakshi? This choice is within us. So that Purusha Prayatnam, otherwise there is no any need of talking about the sadhana, spiritual practice. Even Shastras need not to explain so many things. Yes, so there is a Purusha Prayatnam or Purushakara, Purushartha, or we call it as a free will, which you can exercise your choice in that. See, to react or not to react, to become angry or not to become angry, to become greedy or not to become greedy, to be a violent person or a non-violent person. So this choice is there with us. That is Bhagavan telling in the 34th shloka. इन्द्रियस्येन्द्रियस्यार्धे रागद्वेषौ व्यवस्थितौ तयोर्न वशमागच्छेत् तौ ह्यस्य परिपन्थिनौ. Okay, these indriyas are working according to their indriya vishayas, and definitely they will create, when they interact with the gunas and hmm, the vishayas, indriya, indriyasya indriyasyarte. That means every sense organ, when it interact with the respective fields in the world, what will happen? Raga dvesho vyavastito. Okay. With regard to the ardhe means with regard to those particular objects, okay, particular people are, whichever our sense organs are interacting with them, in those regarding with regard to the objects of the world, definitely there will be a raga dvesha, like and dislike, are bound to exist. I told you just now, the devatas are also liking, and each devata wants this kind of offering and this kind of dress, and okay, so they are bound to be there. Then, but what I have to do if they are bound to be there? Okay, Krishna says that na agachet tayoho vasham. You should not, we should not come under the influence, sway of those ragadveshas. Ragadveshas. Even, for example, two sannyasis are there, or Swamijis are there. Both of them are went to some bhiksha, some place. Rich people are giving the bhiksha. There, naturally, they kept so many things. One side South Indian dishes, one side North Indian dishes. If this Swami is a North Indian, naturally he go and choose that food. If the Swamiji belongs to a South India, from the childhood start eating idli, dosha, sambar and all that, he go and select the South Indian food. It's natural. It suits to their body also. So there is a liking, and some they don't like. Some likes onion, some don't like. Some likes coffee, some likes tea, or some take only milk. So raga dvesha definitely bound to be there, but you have the choice. You should not come under their control. The ragadveshas should not dominate and influence your mind. They were there, but you are not influenced by. You are not become slave to them. You are not functioning under the compulsion of the ragadvesha. Because if you are not controlling them, not coming under their control, it is your willpower. You have a choice. Otherwise, they are he, tau, asya, paripantino. If you don't control them and you come under their control, but remember, because they are his enemies, your enemies, whoever. So ragadveshas are only our enemies, not any enemy outside. You must remember this. We have no any enemy outside. All are inside our mind only. Why not only Raga Dvesha? Generally, we list out the six Arishad Vargas, no? Kama, Krodha, Lobha, Moha, Mada, Matsaryas. Six enemies are all the time waiting. Asya Paripantino. They are the enemies which hide inside the heart of everybody. But you must be careful when you are facing them. You should not become a slave to them. So you have to control. In that way, these vasanas are the habits, all are, even they are there, but when you are really now functioning, if you have the Viveka Buddhi, discrimination power, if you are an alert person, definitely you never strengthen and allow them to grow more and more your likes and dislikes. So, being know by knowing that they are my enemies, if I am if I come under their control, then I lose my peace of mind. I lose my inner happiness, and I will become a victim to them, and then all the suffering comes in the life. So, after telling in this 34th sloka, very important point. So, raga dveshas are the cause for this entire problem. And after telling that, therefore, Arjuna, better one person, Shrey, what he has to do? He must follow sincerely his own duty. Shreyan swadharmo vigunaha paradharmat swanushtitat स्वधर्मे निधनं श्रेयः paradharmo bhayavahah. Even though your own swadharma, imperfectly performed swadharma, is better than the perfectly performed paradharma. Okay, we will see this sloka meaning in two angles. One is swadharme vigunaha. Even though there is a some defects or some drawbacks, some difficulties are there, but which is your own swadharma, one's own duty. Even though it is you are not able to perform with the 100% interest also, but it is better. Shreyan paradharmat. It is better than the performing others duty, another's duty. So swanushtitat nidhanam, properly performed, hmm, your others dharma, but it is danger. How much danger? Nidhanam, even it leads to one's death. In one's own duty is better than others' duty, another's duty. So nidhanam. So swadharme shreyaha, paradharma bhayavaha. Shreyan swadharmaha vigunaha api. Even it is not that much meritorious to you, or that much you are interested in it, but paradharma compared to the following the another's dharma, and always remember swadharme shreyaha, okay, and paradharma nidhanam. Swadharme, while doing your own action, even if you die, that is better instead of paradharma following. And because that is a terrible, harmful, bhayavaha. So what is the meaning of this? General one example. In one uh, washerman's house, there is one donkey and one dog. Every day he uses the donkey to take the clothes, the bundle of clothes to the river and to wash, and so the donkey is helping. And in his house there is one dog also. One night one thief came, and dog slept, but this donkey is watching. This thief came and taking away the clothes and all that. Then it says, looked at the dog. The dog is sleeping, not barking. Then the donkey started braying. When the donkey started making noise in the midnight, then the washerman got angry and got up and bring a big stick and given left and right. It did like anything the donkey. See, even though the donkey done a good job, but that is not correct. A dog has to bark in the midnight. If donkey started making noise, naturally anybody will get annoyed. So like that, this story. So better always follow the uh, swadharma. Now here, if you look into this particular shloka in another angle, swadharma is swarupam. Here dharma means my nature, my essential nature, intrinsic nature is Satchit Ananda Swarupam. But instead of recognizing that and remembering it, I take the paradharma, the dharma of the prakriti, the dharma of the body and mind, and thinking as they are my dharmas. Understand? So paradharma is prakriti dharma, swadharma is atma dharma, swarupa dharma. So that is the Swabhava Dharma you are taking as a Swarupa Dharma, and you are intermixing and forgetting. This mistake leads to problem. You understand now? Very important. So if you take in a deeper sense, so instead of taking the Prakriti's body, mind, intellects modifications and their problems and their defects and all that, putting all of them on you and thinking that you are incomplete, you are suffering, you are having the problem, and you are going to die, you are going to born. All these are unnecessarily, wrongly, because of ignorance, you are superimposing on you. Like this, superimposing the anatma gunas on the atma is called paradharma. Because in Swarupa, Swarupam is Shuddham, Swarupam is Nityam, Ekam, Saram, Satyam, Satchidananda Swarupam, Satyam Gnanam Anantam Brahma. Then why unnecessarily I identify with these upadhis and taking them as real? That is the cause for the whole samsara. So this misunderstanding, this superimposition is called avidya. So because of this primal error, avidya, then karma, and while doing karma, raga dveshas, and because of that, creating the attachment and getting the result of those actions, and those actions again uh, gives the result for that to exhaust, you have to get another janma. So avidya, then janma or karma, and karma, ragadveshas, ahankara, mamakara, and you will die, and again another janma. Because to exhaust your own karma phalams, you need another body. This death and birth is nothing but the accumulated karmas. To exhaust, you need an instrument, and all to exhaust all the karmas, this body lifespan is not enough. So 100 years and below that, this some karmas only you are exhausting. But unfortunately, while leading this particular life, you are again creating and adding the more karma into your sanchita. So that we have to stop. If you want to stop that, first of all, you must understand this uh, inner science of this Prakriti and Paramatma. So Paramatma Swarupam is Swadharmam, and that is Shreyam, to recognize and to hold on and to claim that Swadharma is good. Even though Vigunaha, why it is said Vigunaha, there is no any gunas in it, or you may not able to totally recognize or understand, but accept it. Even though you don't know right now, Shastra's telling, Krishna, Bhagavan telling, and Guru telling, so you accept it. That is Vigunaha. So after telling all this, listening, Arjuna got a doubt. Okay, what is this doubt? Arjuna uvacha अथ केन प्रयुक्तोऽयं पापं चरति पूरुषः अनिच्छन्नपि वार्ष्णेय बलादिव नियोजितः. It looks so wonder in this world, even though everybody knows what is good and bad, what is dharma and adharma, But still, why the people are following the adharma and as though they are pulled and hmm, compelled by something like that, why they are going in a wrong way? They know very well if they go in a wrong way, these wrong deeds and things are going to give the result, and that results I only have to uh, experience. Then, by knowing also by which power, like these people are prompted to do the same thing. Who doesn't know in this world what is good, what is bad? Okay, everybody knows. Everybody, what is that? We know all the values. Even uneducated also they know. Even children also will know. But still, we do it. Even small children in the school, he see he saw some nice new pen or the pencil or toy with the friend, and he likes it. He wants to, but he knows that if he take it without hmm, asking or telling to the friend or teacher, if the teacher or this friend, if they saw, then it is a it's offense. So I will be caught. So I should not take. Then I will take without seeing them. When they are not seeing, I will take it. So the child will try like that. But before that, it knows that taking without their permission on some other's object is like it is a theft. Stayum. There are two thieves went together and did some bulgari and got some money and all that. So they came to unknown one place and stayed. Okay, night they did that theft and they came and slept in another place. So early morning they want to distribute that money or whatever they got equally and then go. But what happened in the after some time both they slept, but one thief among them not slept because he's waiting when other one sleeps. He wants to take away the whole money, whatever jewels or whatever they theft, did everything he wants, and he took all those things and went off. Then after some time, this another thief also got up. You know what he shouts? What a bloody fellow! This thief! Eh? What a cheating mentality! See, both are thieves only. But when it comes to him and somebody cheated him, somebody taken away the objects from him, then he tells that he is a cheater, he is a thief, but he is also basically a thief only. So knowing what is dharma and adharma and what is good and bad, everybody knows. But there is something propelling and prompting them to behave in such a way. What is it? I'm not able to understand because you said so many things, but I'm not. It is not clear for me. Tell me specifically. This is the cause. You blamed the raga dveshas, but I want emphatically, specifically, and this is the doubt in my mind. Okay, Second chapter, so much Arjuna heard, okay? Uh, and now also Ragadvesho Vyavastitau, but still Arjuna is getting the doubt and he wants to confirm the culprit. Why it is like that? Just now, as I told the example of the Duryodhana, Duryodhana also studied. He also went to the Gurukula, everything. But still, not only that, he knows that he is telling, I know it, but I won't follow. What is this? Huh? What is the cause for this kind of behavior and mentality? I want to know that the main power which makes these people as the culprits are the committers of the sin. Then Bhagavan started explaining. Shri Bhagavan Kama Yesha Krodha Yesha Rajogunasamudbhavah Mahashano Mahapapma Vidhyena Miha Vairinam. Okay, Arjuna, you want to know in clear terms what is the cause? I will tell you. What is the reason the people behave in this way? Sri Bhagavanu Vacha. In the Bhashyam, Shankaracharya, in this one particular place, only once, that is the first and last time, he explains about what is meaning of Bhagavan. Bhaga means the six uh, powers, six things which whoever is having in a full measure. Samagrascha Shreyascha Yashascha and Vairagya, Jnana Vairagya Shri, who is having all these six types of these riches, bhaga, in full measure, and that person is called Bhagavan. And there is any external enemy or external, there is any devil or anything make this person to behave in such a way. No, no, no. There is no any outside anything. It is only the cause is Esha Kamaha. Okay? Actually, from here onwards, 37th sloka up to the end of the chapter, Bhagavan answering this question of Arjuna only. Esha Kamaha. Actually, it is this desire. Here, Bhagavan used Esha singular. This one Kama, one, Esha Kamaha. That itself, Eshaha Krodhaha. That itself will take the form of the anger also. But Bhagavan, Kamaha, Esha Kamaha, Esha Krodhaha. Okay? It is this desire, it is this anger, okay, is the cause. They are born out of the, where from they are born out of the Rajoguna Samudbhavaha. They were born out of the Rajoguna. Okay? So the Rajoguna person is always a desirous person. Okay? How much? He wants more and more and more. Rajoguna Samudbhavaha. When the Kama is not fulfilled, he becomes angry. He becomes angry because my desire is not fulfilled. So in that anger, he do lot of blunders. He talk nonsense. Anything can happen. And if the desire is fulfilled, also danger, he becomes more greedy. In some other place, Bhagavan is going to tell that three entrances to the Naraka. Okay, Kama, Krodhas, Tadha, Lobha. Lobha also he adds there. Lobha means conjuice, becoming greedy. So if it is fulfilled also, he wants more and more and more, and he don't want to lose it. If it is not fulfilled, he become angry, and so either case he will do again a wrong action. So a, a greedy person also, a possessive natured person also do adharmic actions. A person who is angry and possessed by the krodha also commit the wrong actions. Okay, anger is the most dangerous enemy. We have to be very, very careful. Before the anger comes and burns us, we must burn the anger. We must be that much vigilant and alert. So these are the inner enemies, and the main thing is kama, desire. In English, kama. Kama means what? The sentence is not completed. I want this, kama. I want that. I want house, kama. I want the car, kama. I want the wife, kama. Kama, English. Okay. That sentence which never ends, no full stop. No full stop. So that's a kama. Why this desire actually comes in the person's mind? Because I am incomplete. I am apurnaha. As long as I have the sense of incompleteness in my heart, I will struggle how to make myself complete or how to make myself comfortable. Then naturally I will run behind the outer worldly objects, things and beings. Then, but are we getting really completeness or fulfillment? No. But still, I search and I run behind those world objects. Why? So, this ignorance of not knowing I am, really speaking, I am a complete in myself. I am complete with myself. Atmanyevatmana tushtaha sthitaprajnastadochyate. I am complete within myself. From what angle? From what standpoint? From the Paramarthika standpoint or from the Swarupa standpoint? I am complete only. And if you take the Swabhava standpoint, Vyavaharika standpoint, Laukika standpoint, relative standpoint, you can never satisfy or make yourself complete or full. This is the law. Never. No one so far in this material world by going to Swarga or going to heaven, anywhere, anybody so far not achieved that Purnatvam by searching or by running behind the behind the relativity, the matter. Because matter is always aparipurnam, unsteady, anityam, ashashvatam. Then turn your attention and know about yourself and claim that. Otherwise, so this is the problem. Krama yesha, krodha yesha. You ask, no, Arjuna, these are the enemies. There he said, raga dvesha, vyavastito, tayoho, those two are the paripantinaha. They loots away your peace of mind and they will cheat you. And that raga dvesha because of this kama krodha. Actually, one kama if he says enough. That's why after the offshoots of this kama only kama krodha lobha moha mada masarya. We made the list of 6 Arishad Vargas. And no, they born out of the Rajoguna, arrogance type and proudness. What is the Rajoguna? All these qualities. Okay? Adamant, arrogant, feeling proud. All these are Rajoguna. And so these Kama and Krodha are Mahashanaha. Mahashanaha means it is insatiable. They can never be satisfied. They can never say enough. Enough, they never say. Alam in Sanskritam, they never say. It's they're like Mahashanaha means it's just like a fire. In the fire, if you start putting the fuel, the fire will tell anytime enough, enough, enough. Now my stomach is full. No. More you put, more it asks, more it consumes. That is called here a gutter. No? Some people keep on eat, how much they eat, but still their hunger never satiates. So Maha Ashanaha means whose hunger is not satiated, not satisfied. Like that, these two are Maha Ashanaha, and because of that, remember them, know it for certain, they are Maha Papma, and they are very sinful. Make the whole person a sinful person. A person becomes a sin and or a meritorious person only because of this kama, krodha and raga, dvesha. Otherwise, biologically, by birth, if you see, every one of us are made up of Panchamahabhutas, whether a female or male, whether an animal or any, every person is, whether he is a Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra, any, but you are made up of the same material at the body level. But when it comes to the mind level, there, because of their karmas and their inner vasanas, what kind of lifestyle they lived before, that uh, makes a difference. Because of that, the vasanas. That's why the environment later on which they live, that's why it is very much essential to have a satsang. The people with the sattvic guna, sattvic mentality, dharmic mentality. And if you are always living with the people who are tamo rajoguna mentality, you will also get influenced. So Mahapapma. Vidhi enam vairinam. Know this, they are the enemies. They are the culprits. They are the enemies. They are the cause to make you a sinful person, commit the sins, and they are insatiable. They never get satisfied. Only thing you have to say no. When you learn to say no, then only you are a spiritual person. Keep on giving, keep on accumulating, keep on indulging, then you are not a spiritual person. What is the difference between the spiritual and the materialistic person? Materialistic person is he who always wants to indulge and acquire in material, wants to get some sukha, bhoga with the material things. But a spiritual person who says enough, stop, and who looks within, and who focus his attention on that Purna Vastu, which is already complete by itself. It doesn't require anything. So this Gnanam, who is having, he is a spiritual person. Who doesn't have, is Ajnane or a materialistic person. So this is the cause, Arjuna, you asked me, no? So please understand. Hmm. Okay. So what is the conclusion now? The source of Kama Krodha and the now what is the remedy for it? Now further coming shlokas, Bhagavan going to talk all this. The source of Kama Krodha, okay, is this source of the uh, Raga Dveshas, and the source of the Raga Dveshas are because of the ignorance. All these things are going to be discussed further in the forthcoming shlokas. Now, shloka number 38. धूमे धूमेनाव्रियते वह्निः यथादर्शो मलेन च यथोल्बेनावृतो गर्भः तथा तेनेदमावृतम्. Bhagavan Krishna giving three examples in this shloka, how these kama and krodha are dominating because of the ignorance. That means the knowledge is covered, the nature of the self and the truth is covered. How they are covered? Idam avrutam. Okay? Idam, why Bhagavan used suddenly idam? Because in the previous shloka we discussed about all these are all the cause of the ignorance. So ignorance is there means knowledge is not there. Darkness is there, so there is no light. The real nature, real swarupa of myself, Satchidananda Swarupa, or the Satyam Gnanam Anantam Brahma, I am the Atma, I am the consciousness. But this knowledge is why it is not shining, why it's not flourishing, or why it is not dominating. So this knowledge of my own self is avritam. Idam means here this knowledge is covered. Covered. Tena. Tena means what? By that desire. By that desire. This knowledge is covered. That's why people, we want. When there is no a person who is going by cycle, he sees the people who are going by the scooter or the motorbike, and he decides that let me have a motorbike or scooter. Somehow, with struggle, after some time, he got the motorbike. But the person who is going on the motorbike, he sees the people who are going in the car, and he desires, let me also have the car. So, like this, after having car, and he sees the other friend's car or the relative's car, that car is more costly and more comfortable, uh, more with modern gadgets and all technology. Then he desires for it. So like this, and after having a very sophisticated car also, why the people keep on change their vehicles? Because they want something new and more. This more and more and more attitude is called consumerism. When a person becomes a consumeristic mentality person, that is the problem. But the whole modern world is running under this consumerism. That's why so many advertisements, so many business things, and the marketing technology, management technology. What is marketing strategy? Somehow make a person to buy their product. Even that person doesn't require that. He is very comfortably, happily living, but they make that person by advertisement, by talking, by giving the so many these things, that things, free gift, that they see that that person should feel that yes, I require this. Without that, how can I live? That kind of some attraction, some desire, they will develop. All these advertisements of the modern world technology, everything is pushing a person into the more and more a desirous, indulgent person. Okay. Now before, uh, okay, I will complete the word to word meaning and some side points we'll see later. Bhagavan giving to say this, uh, how, how this knowledge is covered by desire. One example, as like tatha yatha, in such a way as the fire is enveloped, fire is covered by vahnihi avriyate. See, many times the fire we won't see, but it is covered by the smoke or by the ashes. Yes, and so then we cannot see that whether there is, even when you are going in the flight or now in the winter season, fog everywhere, sun is not able to see. So vahnihi avriyate yatha, as like the fire is covered by the smoke or by the ashes, you cannot see that. So it obstructs the brightness of the fire, the smoke and the ashes. Another avriyate dhumena, dhuma means smoke. Now another example Bhagavan giving, as like the adarshaha malenaja, a mirror. Generally it is a Belgium mirror. Belgium mirrors are special, no? Very clear and costly mirror. But that mirror is covered by the dust. Then it can reflect or show the face or any object clearly. For example, so much thick uh, dust is there, not cleansed in so many days. Natural. As like the dust covered the mirror, second example. And third example, Bhagavan giving yatha garbha avritaha ulbena. See the fetus, the baby in the mother's womb is covered by the fetus is enveloped by the womb. The cover itself is called the womb. Or sometimes they say there is a water sac. And anyhow, that means what? We don't know inside how the child is, whether it is a baby or girl child, boy child or girl child, and how it is growing. Nobody. Okay, of course, now technology is doing some scans, and that is different thing. But generally, it is covered. But if you are hurried to see that, you cannot see. After some time only it will come. Why Bhagavan given these three kinds of examples? How to apply these three examples and understand? These three examples tells about the three types of people and three gunas. Tamo guna, Rajo guna and Sattva guna. Anything, all these three gunas, even it is Sattva guna, it can cover the knowledge, the reality. It is possible. So those points we'll discuss in the next class. ॐ पूर्णमदः पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः हरि ओम् श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः हरिः ओम् हरि ओम् तत्सत्